Very good evening to our viewers around the world, and welcome back to Tolerance Oval here in Abu Dhabi. Match number 6 of Abu Dhabi County Super Cup 2025. It's going to be taking place between Nottinghamshire and Somerset. Let's head down in the middle where we got Wes Ali alongside two captains and the match referee for the all-important toss.
Well, it's toss time here, and we're all set and in readiness for match number 6 of Abu Dhabi County's Super Cup 2025. We're expecting to have an absolute blockbuster, earth thriller of a game, as it's going to be Somerset taking on Nottinghamshire. I've got the two captains and the match referee, Harvey Botha, who's going to oversee the proceedings for today. Well, you're the home captain. You've got the coin. Please give it a spin. Tails is the call. Congratulations. I'll just have a few words with you. If you could just step forward. Congratulations, won the toss. What's the plan?
Yeah, I think we, obviously playing here last year and stuff. I think with the dew that might come down a bit later on, with the sun going down. So I think hopefully it'll be better to bat on this evening and obviously make the most out of the wicket up front.
Now that you're batting first, how much do you think will be a decent target you want to post on first?
We're bowling first.
You're going to bowl first. So how much are you going to restrict opponents then?
Yeah, I think anything, to be fair. If we can keep them around the 150 mark, I think it'll be a pretty decent score. They're quite big boundaries here, but there's a strong breeze. So hopefully our tactics can play off, and the bowlers can execute their skills, and we can restrict them to anything.
A thumping win in the last encounter. How's the mood in the camp?
Yeah, it's been good. Obviously, it's a nice way to start any competition. So boys are in good spirits, and a couple of changes today, which would be nice. See a few fresh faces and see how they go.
Well, best of luck. Give us a good game.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Unfortunately, lost the toss. If you would have won the toss, what was your plan?
Yeah, we were also going to have a bowl. I think G will come into play this evening, so it might be a bit greasy underfoot. But yeah, we'll have to deal with that when it comes and look to get as many on the board as possible.
Well, now that you're batting first, what do you think? Is it going to be a decent target you want to post?
I mean, it's difficult to say. We played on it yesterday and we managed to defend 177. So anything north of that would be nice. But yeah, assess conditions as we go, and obviously it might have changed a little bit as there's been a couple of games on it since.
Well, knowing the strengths and weaknesses of the opponents, have you made any changes to your squad?
We've rotated in a couple of players. It's obviously time to give people a go before the season, so we've got a few big names coming in: Tom Abel, Craig Everton, Jake Ball. But yeah, it's just more rotation for us, really. Give people a run out.
Well, best of luck and give us a good game.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
That's the news from the centre, is that Nottinghamshire, they won the toss and they've decided to bowl first.
Thank you very much, Wes Ali. The news from the centre that Nottinghamshire, they've won the toss and they have decided to bowl first. Let's run through the sides. Alongside me is Wes Ali.
Well, thank you very much, Asghar Khan. Starting over Somerset, it's going to be James Rio, Archie Vaughan, Andrew Umeed, Tom Abel, Tom Labenby, Casey Aldridge, Josh Thomas, Jake Ball, Shoaib Bashir, Craig Overton, and Alfie Ogborn. So a few famous names who have made an entry in this all-important game. It's a star-studded lineup of Somerset. Let's have a rundown of Team Nottinghamshire. It's Lydon James, Ben Martindale, Jack Haynes, Tom Morris. The captain today, Samuel King, Matthew Montgomery, Freddie McCann, Liam Patterson-White, Dylan Pennington, Calvin Harrison, and Ollie Stone. All we're expecting to have a brilliant and a fascinating game of cricket, mind you. These two teams, they've started off their campaign with a win. So they will be coming in and walking in with a lot of confidence. Knots winning the toss, and they saw there is something which happens under the lights, and that's the reason the captain deciding to bowl first. Let's see if that's the right decision. It's ball number 1 of match number 6. Beautiful start. It's a perfect length, a hint of inward movement, and this is something which we will see happen more often than not with the new ball. It will move around, it will jag around. And that's where the bowlers will try to look to pick up those early wickets and set the tone for their team. Beautifully bowled. That is an excellent delivery. And the catch is being put down in the very first over. We'll have to wait and see how costly could this be proving. Nonetheless, it was a lovely ball. He's just keeping the basics right at the moment. He's not really bowling with express pace. What he's doing is coming with a very swift and a smooth run up and targeting to hit those good length areas, those hard decks. This is skied up in the air. It hasn't gone anywhere. And the first wicket will go down. It was a nothing shot in the end. A short delivery which should have been really pulled away for a maximum. In the end, it just hurried on to the batter. And he's just lost the plot a bit too early. He will be distraught and dejected with himself. Couldn't really get going and has gotten out in the very first over. Nottinghamshire, they're on the top in the very first over, picking up a wicket. It's 1 for 1. In walks the new man. It's going to be Tom Abel. Another stylish right-handed hitter. Complete batter. He's walked in a situation where Pennington is really making the new ball talk at the moment. He's already picked up an important wicket. Beautifully bowled. This is a perfect start for Team Nottinghamshire. We're almost into the business end of this tournament. We'll be having our finals, which will be played here tomorrow itself in Torrance Oval, starting at 6:45 local time. So soon, after this game is concluded, we will be getting to know our two finalists, which should be a cracker and a blockbuster in the making. These two teams are pretty much strong contenders to really qualify for that final. Lovely delivery. He's bringing the ball in. It's shaping in, and it's shaping in quite late, and that is what it's making slightly difficult for these two openers to really adjust that length he's hitting at the moment. He's not really getting that prodigious movement so far off the wicket. Just a slight bit of movement, and I believe that's enough to really deceive any top quality batters. So far so good. Pennington, he's up and running, and he's steaming in once again. Beautifully bowled. That's a top class delivery and equally well played by Vaughan to close out a successful over for Team Nottinghamshire. After one, it's 2 for 1. Well, it's going to be Ollie Stone to be sharing the new ball. Cut away beautifully, and he's got some hands onto the ball. They will come back for easy couple of runs. We're talking about Team Somerset. They've had a great start to this tournament. Of course, they've beaten the South Asian Cricket Academy in the very first opening game, where Ben Green was leading the side today, but they've made a few changes. It's James Ryu, the wicket keeper. He's leading the side, and they've got 4 to 5 superstars who have already represented at the highest levels, played for the national team of England. So it's going to be a good little contest. Pretty much looking forward. Shoaib Bashir, Jake Paul, Craig Overton, Tom Abel, Andrew Meads, Tom Labenby. They'll just keep on coming at you. It's a star-studded lineup. And really, you need to give your 100% to challenge this top-quality side of Somerset. Beautifully played. That was a glorious stroke, and it really deserved to be going towards the boundary and just not finding the desired gap on that occasion. I think there is something for the fast bowlers on this wicket. It's just that you need to find the right lens. We've seen most of the bowlers, they have adapted to the situation and to these conditions where we've seen them bowling those slower bumpers, back of the hand deliveries, those cutters, and that's where the ball is really holding up into the surface, and it just becomes so difficult as a batter as it comes to you a bit too late. Because back in the UK, the conditions are quite different. The ball really zips through due to the overcast conditions there. More often than not, you will see there will be green top, there will be grass on the wicket, and that's where the fast bowlers get that privilege to really move the ball and jack the ball around with the new ball. But here, the scenario is a bit different. It's a little dry, so you really need to bend your back. Goes for the ramp shot, and he's found the connection as well. Archie Vaughan gets his first boundary, and this shot is not really going to impress Ollie Stone. Because that wasn't a bad delivery at all. It's more like a preempted shot by Archie, and getting it from the middle of his blade, just using the pace of Ollie Stone, and smart bit of batting, knowing that the fine leg was in the circle. So it has been an eventful start. We've already seen a wicket. We've seen a ramp already. What's coming next in store? So much expectations when two top quality sides collide against each other. Single to end the second over. It's 10 for 1. Paddington to continue from the pavilion end. He was brilliant in the first over. Goes for the ramp. And this time not finding the desired connection. Archie Vaughan is off to a good start. Needs to be a little careful. It's just trying to be a little over ambitious, and don't want him to just get carried away so soon. And I think it's going to be the right time to once again introduce you to my co-com. Joining me in the com box is going to be Asghar Khan. Welcome.
Thank you so much, Awais Ali. What a time to come in. So much star-studded players on either side, and looking forward to this contest. Archie Vaughan considered himself lucky in the first over. Was dropped at slip, but the youngster, I'm sure he'll be looking to kick on. Did a lovely lap shot in the last over. Wonderful talent.
Oh, no two doubts on that. Exceptional talent. And once again, he's got a great opportunity to score some quick runs for his team, especially in the power play. Beautifully played once again. That's a lovely cover drive. And the ball does have enough legs to find the boundary. Magnificent stroke.
Oh, this is special. Leaning into that drive. There's shades of his dad, Michael Vaughan. What a cover drive. What a player he was. And he is certainly one for the future.
Oh, absolutely, Asghar Khan. Living legend Michael Vaughan. What a treat it was. We as youngsters to watch him. We have seen him play those magnificent knocks and we've really learned a lot from him, and there's a glimpse from him as well. Tries to go for the ramp once again, and Pennington is not really gonna like it.
Absolutely. One of the top captains England ever produced, Michael Vaughan, and his legacy continues as Archie Vaughan emerged on the scene through the ranks. Certainly one for the future to look for. Class player. He gets himself into great positions, and that's the modern day game as well. Every now and then he wants to improvise as well. Third man goes a little finer. Square leg and third man. Two fielders outside the ring. Straying onto the pads. That should be a wide, yeah.
Oh, Pennington should consider himself lucky, because that wasn't the best of deliveries. He was drifting down the leg side, and should be glad that Archie Vaughan didn't get any part on this one, because that would have just hurried on towards the boundary, considering the fine leg is in the circle. So let's have a look at the two fielders outside. They've got a deep square leg alongside a deep third man in place. Uses his feet, but in the end that ball almost converted into a Yorker.
Yeah, looking to use his feet, get to the pitch of the ball. Not a bad idea on this track. Just yorked himself. Somerset 15 for 1. Lost an early wicket. Plenty of batting to come. They will need to score big here. It's a game under lights, so the dew will be a factor. Oh, inside edge. 3 overs gone. 15 for 1.
So this is a good start here for team Nottinghamshire, picking up that early wicket. Lovely ball. This is that delivery which we keep on discussing and talking about, that if a bowler can consistently hit that good length mark and just focus on that fourth stump, off stump channel, and get that bit of outward movement, it just creates a lot of trouble to the batters.
That's why they say the corridor of uncertainty, that 4 to 6 meter mark. And on this pitch with a variable bounce, it makes it even harder for the batters to commit to a certain stroke.
Yeah, the last shot, Tom Abel just slightly playing it away from his body, and also that back foot getting planted. Another exceptional, fine talent is Tom Abel. And one thing is for certain, Asghar Khan, I'm telling you, if Tom Abel gets going, we are going to be in for a lot of excitement, entertainment, as we saw what Jordan Cox did in the last game. Oh, that's a wayward delivery, and surely that is a huge wide.
Absolutely, he's a real dasher when he gets going. Meanwhile, attempted outswinger, it did swung away. Could take by the wicketkeeper. It was travelling. It just needs to be consistent around that off stump.
Beautifully ball. That is a magnificent delivery. And Tom Abel, so far, he's been kept quiet, and that is all because of some disciplined bowling, which we're witnessing from the men in yellow, Nottinghamshire.
Hitting the bat hard there. Perfect length once again. Apart from a couple of wides, he's just looked in good rhythm. Perfect. Tom Abel also getting behind the line and defending with the full face of the bat. Good cricket all round.
Yeah, at the moment, Lydon James is bowling exceptionally well. Just that one wide in this over. Otherwise, he's been spot on. He's been precise, disciplined, and that's how you bowl with a new ball. Lovely. Excellent stuff. And look at from where that shot midfielder is coming, ensuring they don't really get those easy singles on offer.
Absolutely great anticipation and energy in the field. We have seen the fielding standards outstanding throughout this competition. 16 for 1. Tom Abel, he's been tied down. Normally you don't see that. 4 of 11. He's got to rein himself here. Oh, he's chipped it straight to mid-on. So the pressure was building and a soft dismissal to end. Tom Abel stay at the crease. Leading edge caught mid-on.
Lydon James strikes early. I was drifting down the leg side, and I can see what he's trying to do, trying to just clear that mid-on fielder. But in the end, just getting it from the toe of his bat. And it's a solid departure because a lot was expected from Tom Abel. Nonetheless, he'll have to go back after scoring just the 4 runs and 11 deliveries. It's 16 for 2 after 4. It's going to be Ollie Stone coming in from the pavilion end. Good delivery once again, and nicely played. He's letting the ball come to him, and that is one way to really negate any kind of swing that the fast bowlers are getting on offer. And that's one thing which the batters of Team Essex, they learned very quickly. Of course, talking about Jordan Cox, he was playing on this very track on this same wicket, and he hit 6 maximums, beg your pardon. And those are a lot of sixes. That's down the leg side, and it's going to be called a wide. He's just trying to bowl a fuller delivery, maybe that early Yorker to surprise the batter, just missing the mark and losing focus. Well, they can afford to take a slip or two because they've already picked up 2 important wickets early in the power play. Lovely ball, and when the ball is moving the way it just did in this last delivery, it just forces you as a captain to really get one slip in place at least. They've got a packed offside field, and the 2 fielders, it's the same field. They've got a deep square and a deep third man. So 4 fielders on the leg side, which are fine leg, deep mid wicket, and mid on. Beautifully tucked away, quick single, clean pick up. but he's done well in the end. So picks up another single. So this is exactly what the batters of Team Somerset they would not have desired, and that is to lose those early wickets. As a batter, it just puts you at the back foot thinking, right, we've just lost 2 wickets. We need to stitch up a partnership, so should we just go for those aggressive shots right now, or should we just get our eyes in the middle and see off a few overs, because you already have lost a couple of wickets and you don't want to be losing another in the process of trying to hit those big shots. Tries to go for the ramp and missed completely. Well, this is one shot which we've seen throughout this tournament. The players, they really fancy playing the ramp shot.
Yeah, game has changed a lot over the years and the emergence of T20 cricket. A lot of new skills batters have developed, and especially in the UK, even in the test matches, the baseball effect is quite enormous. And these youngsters grown up and they're very good at executing such kind of strokes. Early on in the morning we saw some wonderful strokes like that, almost going for 6. Couple of the shots was reverse switch for 6.
Yeah, surely it needs a lot of practice, but alongside practice, it needs a lot of skill to be executing these ram shots to perfection. And also you really need to have good eyes to keep on constantly connecting. And I think these men, out of all these 6 teams, I think they're all professionals when it comes to be playing these ram shot, reverse ram shot. We've seen it all. It's just a false start for Ollie Stone. He'll have to go back and reload.
Oh, absolutely, Awais Ali. It takes a lot of practice. And behind the scenes, a lot of hard yards. Like you said, they're true professionals and keep working on their game day in, day out. Then to be able to play it in a game, you need a lot of practice. Certainly, they work their backside off to be able to execute it under pressure. Ollie Stone steaming in. Oh, good delivery, close to that outside edge. Archie Vaughan, little tentative. He was in 2 minds. Survives. 19 for 2, Somerset after 5.
Good delivery once again. Direct hit, and that's close. They're asking the question, and the umpire has given it out on field. Look at that pick up and throw.
Oh, this is disaster. Great fielding, great angles, and a direct hit. Very, very close, but he will have to go. Somerset, they lose another one. 2 down for 19.
Well, that was the run out. Just tucked it towards mid wicket. Bullseye. That is a very good throw. And also, I think we need to give a lot of credit to the on field umpire. And I think it was Kashif Billah. You really need to have good eyes on this one. And I think he's been spot on. Look at that. It was a very close call. And the bat was in the air. So Kashif Billah, he's made an excellent call, Asghar Khan.
Absolutely superb, not easy. And it's a bold call as well. Backing himself. Normally, a lot of umpires will go upstairs, but he's backed his eye and got it spot on. What a cracking delivery it was from James. Opening up the left-hander.
Yeah, so much is going to be expected from the captain. He's just made his way in the middle. It's going to be James Ryu, the captain. Yeah, during the toss, I remember I was having a word with him and he said that he too was looking to bowl first, but unfortunately the toss wasn't in their hands. So batting first, and things aren't looking too bright at the moment. It's never a pleasant feeling as a team when you lose 3 wickets in a power play. Just puts you at the back foot early in the game, and then that rebuild up process starts to work, and then there's a lot of pressure as well on you, because you can't really look to play your free flowing strokes. You're a little bound, and that's all because what's going back in your mind, thinking, right, if I play a big shot, there's a high possibility I might just get out. So your shot selection and the range gets, oh, another direct hit. This is very, very close. And Nadeem Anjum, the on-field umpire, has given that as not out.
Outstanding bit of fielding. Straight away set off for that run. Straight to mid-off. Well. This is touch and go. Let's have another look. Well, really a close thing here. Maybe just a fraction short of the crease.
Yeah, I think the benefit of the doubt has to be given to the batter. So once again, good umpiring, lovely delivery. James bowling to the captain, James, and so far the James in yellow is winning the battle. He's picked up a wicket in the second over.
Oh, look at those figures here from James. 3 for 1 of 1.5 overs, bowling a terrific length and just able to get the ball to curve away from the left-hander. Last ball of the 6th. It's been a tremendous display of fast bowling. Worked away on the onside. The fielding has been terrific as well. That power play certainly belonged to Nottinghamshire, putting Somerset to bat first. They are 22 for 3. Bowling change here. Ben Martindale comes into the attack. It's a perfect opportunity for him to come into the attack with the opposition. 3 down for 22. Offside off stump. Wanted to punch it off the back foot. Lack of bounce there deceives him. Good start here from Martindale. Rio. He'll be looking to occupy the crease and get a partnership going here. They've lost momentum in the power play. Lost 3 wickets as well. Nicely steered away to the sweeper on the offside for a single. Good conditions to bowl, good toss to win, especially under lights. At the moment, dry enough, no trouble whatsoever for the bowlers to grip the ball. But as the game progresses, especially in the second innings, dew will be a factor. Yesterday we saw that play a huge part. Straight away going for that quick single. Oh, another direct hit was required. They're chancing the arm in the field. Already a run out and a close thing the previous over. Straight away Rio went for that quick single. Oh, he would have been in trouble had that hit the stumps. But that's the name of the game. Sometimes you got to chance the arm and take the fielders on. Nice drive. Doesn't get past that fielder at mid-on. Another terrific stop. This is great exhibition of athleticism. And the commitment in the field is being top class. It's an absolute pleasure to watch these guys in the field throwing themselves around, saving runs, effecting run-outs, taking great catches. Oh, stylish, beautiful, through the offside. That is picture perfect from Rio. Onto that front foot, got his way through the shot. Confident booster for the left-hander. That's a quality shot to get going. Punched off the back foot again. 7 runs of the over from Martindale. 7 gone. 39 for 3 Somerset. $29 for 3. Spin introduce. Freddie McCann. Right arm around the wicket. Trying to get overs of the spinners as quickly as possible before the dew comes in. Well, half a chance going towards his wrong side. Being a right-hander, that was an uppish drive. Somerset desperately in need of a partnership. Beautifully played, square of the wicket. Under lights in the evening, the outfield gets even more quicker with A little bit of moisture, a little bit of dew coming in, it just rushes off in a flash. Good little partnership developing. They're working the ball into the gaps at the moment. Makes room, that one just skidded on. What a wonderful place to play cricket here at the Tolerance Oval, here in Abu Dhabi. Abu Dhabi Counties tournament. 6 singles of the over of Freddie McCann. 35 for 3 after 8. Driving and driving handsomely through the offside. Another boundary. So runs are beginning to flow here for both the left-handers now. A tad too full. Beautiful shot. Martindale just to getting a little too greedy there, looking to get the ball to swing away and equal to the toss. Lemon Bay onto that front foot in a flash. Another beautiful drive. G is timing the ball well. Somerset, they need this partnership to really blossom here. Under lights, you need around that 170, 180 mark to have that 15 to 20 run cushion because of the dew. It's going to get tougher. Just pitched outside leg stump. No real shout there from Martindale, the bowler. He knew that it just pitched outside leg stump. Three wickets lost up front. A lot of work needs to be done by these two while staying onto the pads. Fine leg is back. Just clipped it around the corner, but not fine enough. Played away square of the wicket. Good period of play here in the last couple of overs there. Just getting those 6, 7, 8 runs per over. So a little bit of momentum shift here for Somerset. Such a fast outfield, especially when the batters get on this track. There's plenty of runs on offer. Not an easy wicket to start off for the new batters. But once you get in, get the pace of the track, no real demons then. Inside edge. Another single on the onside. Oh, it was leg buys. End of 9 overs, 43 for 3 Somerset. Freddie McCann continued ground the wicket. Straight away down the ground for a single. Initially he was making room and looked to open up the offside. Cramped him for room. Chipped it straight down the ground. I'm sure he was looking to hit it a lot harder and cleaner, but just the toe end of the bat. This is clever bowling here from Freddie. Not giving him the room. The moment he seizes the batsman going outside leg stump, he's been able to follow them. At the moment, Nottinghamshire, they won't mind these singles because they have the control in this game. 9.4 overs, 46 for 3. Less than run a ball progress from Somerset. That is absolutely fine for Notts. Plays that reverse sweep but doesn't get past that fielder. They're showing the urgency. They want to get on with it, but at the moment, quality bowling going on from Notts, not allowing them any freebie whatsoever. Last ball of the 10th over. He's gone big. That's a quality stroke. Finally gets up and under that one. Beautiful slog sweep for 6. 50 up here for Somerset. That is a special stroke. Halfway stage, 53 for 3. More spin, or the right arm leg spin of Harrison. 53 for 3 Somerset. This will be interesting matchup because both left-handers will look to take the leg spinner on. This stage of the game. Well, that one just skidded on. All of a sudden, this pitch is offering a bit more pace here. That one just sliding on nicely. Pushed away on the offside. Just a single. Played it with soft hands. They will at least need another 100. So that means 10 runs per over from here onwards. They will have to push and play exceptionally well to get to that 150 mark. Good use of the feet. And coming back for the second. Excellent placement and good running between the wickets. Both these batters are looking a lot comfortable. But they need to just provide the impetus to this innings. Use of the feet, and he's done him in flight. Playing for the leg spin. That one went straight on. Lovely delivery from Harrison. No spin back. Played across the line. 4 down Somerset for 56. $56 for 4 after 10.5 overs. Quicker delivery and beaten for that extra bit of zip off the surface. 11 overs done. 56 for 4 Somerset. Oh, that one just stayed down a little. Good passage of play here from the Norths. Spinners getting through the overs pretty quickly. Freddie McCann. Use of the feed, and he's done him in flight here, slightly across the line. So both set batters been dismissed. All of a sudden, Somerset slide further into trouble. 5 down for 56. Wonderful bowling from McCain. And the wicketkeeper does the rest. They are on top here, Nottinghamshire. 56 for 5, Somerset in trouble. $56 for 5. They slide further here, Somerset. Aldrich, the new batter, he's got his work cut out. Quicker delivery and worked away on the onside, gets off the mark. All of a sudden, 2 new batters in the middle. Game changes dramatically. There was a mini partnership developing before both those batters dismissed in identical fashion as well, running down the pitch and getting stumped. Another very good delivery from McCain. Not a big spinner of the ball, but he's been accurate enough, hitting the right areas, skidding the ball on. Try to force it off the back foot. Good attacking field setting as well. Having a short cover, basically 2 covers in place for the left-hander. That one just swept. No real bat involved there. Leg buys. And for another very good over for Notts. 12 overs gone. Somerset 57 for 5. In fact, 58 for 5 with that leg by. Tossed up offside off stump. Beautifully played. Terrific tactics and execution of those plans. Winning the toss and bowling first. Nottinghamshire, they've been top notch. Harrison continuing here with his leg spinners. Nicely tucked away on the onside. They got to bat really well. Try and get to that 140 mark. Someone really needs to play a blinder here. Nice drift away from the left-hander. That's been his strength. Getting nice curve in the air. Bowling a wonderful length. Thomas, 1 of 6. Short ball this time. It was the top spinner skidding on. Mixing things up here. Harrison. Tall right arm leg spinner. Runs are just coming in singles, which is just about perfect for Nottinghamshire at the moment. They are in control of this innings, really going nowhere at the moment. Worked away on the onside. 13 overs done. 63 for 5 Somerset.
Well, going along well at this stage are Nottinghamshire. They've already gotten the 5 wickets, and none of the batters can really get going and really look to go big against the spinner, especially McCann. He's made life very tough for the batters.
Nicely played on the offside. Well, this could be curtains. No, he just got back in time. Just got back in time. There was a little bit of confusion and a rocket arm. That would have been curtains.
Yeah, you need to be a bit more careful when you know that you're 5 down. So your calling has to be loud and clear. Don't want any stutters. That has been swept away, but they've got protection. Heavy protection, that leg side, fine leg, deep square, deep mid wicket, long on. And things aren't going too well at the moment for Team Somerset. Yeah, relaxed looking dugout at the moment. A nice smile on the face as well, and why not when you know your team is doing extremely well. And you've gotten the half side down of the mighty Somerset. Need to ensure you bowl in those right areas, which is going to be so important. Good delivery. It's just getting it slightly tougher and tougher for the batters to really get going. And we'll have to wait and see as to when they decide they need to go big. Well, he tries to go big, and it seems like he's found the fielder. He has. It's just not looking too bright at the moment, and just when the batters look to go big, they're finding the fielders. Lovely ball onto the stumps, and not the best of shot selections though. He could have really gone straighter, but in the end, try to play a cross-batted shot, and this has been one of the highlights. That catching, the reverse cup, the Aussie way, has taken a brilliant take to dismiss another batter. It's 14 gone, 67 for 6. Six wicket half fallen. In comes Craig Overton. Of course, a very handy all-rounder. Is known for his batting abilities as well. Can really tonk a few. Still, there's a lot of deliveries to go. We're just into the 15th over. So 5 more overs left. Still, they can get 130, 140 even. Because now you've got Craig Overton on the crease. Beautifully bowled. Most of the batters of Team Somerset haven't really read Harrison too well. Those googlies have been really deceptive. He's been picking up wickets lately as well. And even today, it's a good start. Tossed up, nicely bowled onto the stumps. He's bowling in a good little pace and just making the batters guess. Is not getting predictable at all. So still they've opted to keep 4 fielders where they can just manage to have another one in the circle. Well, that one was a finger spin by Harrison, just changing trajectory as well. Pressure on the batters at the moment of Team Somerset. Things aren't looking too well at this stage. Bare minimum, you need to get that 120 at least. Give something for your bowlers to bowl at, because you've got a very strong bowling lineup. Craig Overton, Shoaib Bashir, Jake Ball. It's not going to be easy to score runs against them, but the batters, they need to ensure they get to a respectable score in this innings. Another good over by Harrison comes to the end. It's 15 gone, 70 for 6. Liam Patterson, White, to be bowling his first over. It's such a good feeling when the captain just turns to you and throws the ball at you and asks you to bowl an over where you know that the opponents are 71 for 6 and just the last 5 overs remaining. I think he'll have a great chance now to pick up a wicket or two, because it's just going to be a matter of time where we'll see Craig Overton to really shift gears now. We'll have to wait for the signal of the umpire. Maybe that's a leg by, or has he gotten some bat? Yeah, he's got some part of his bat. Yeah, a few worried faces now. You can see Shoaib Bashir. He's padded up, waiting to go in soon. Maybe, or most likely, I would say, his services will be required tonight. First with the bat, and of course later on he'll play a big role with the ball. But the question remains to be asked as to when is Mr. Dew gonna arrive? That is the question, because yesterday it was a major concern for the spinners under the lights. It was getting very tough for the bowlers to grip and ball. Bit of a fumble will allow them to come back for the second. Good pick up and throw, but good running as well, and excellent calling from his partner Aldridge. So another quiet over is in process. Boundaries are difficult to come by. That's all because of some disciplined bowling by Team Nottinghamshire. Winning the toss and bowling first. That was a good decision. Worked away towards the cow corner. Craig Overton wants the two, but this time rightfully so, denied by his partner. I'll have to wait and see when Aldridge and Overton, who both now I think have gotten their eyes in the middle. You can't really just eat a lot of deliveries when you know you just got 3 to 4 overs remaining, and also when you don't have much runs on your board. So we might just see them unleashing soon. 77 for 6 after 16. Oliver Stone has been reintroduced into the attack. Short delivery, it's been pulled away. That was a sharp bumper, but Aldridge, he's done well to keep that down along the carpet. Gets a single, and I think he's done the right thing. He's gotten Craig Overton back on strike pretty early in this over. Well, that's the right approach, because we know Craig Overton, he's a fierce and a powerful striker of the ball. If he gets going, we're going to be in for some entertainment. Still 23 legal deliveries remaining. This one has been pummeled towards mid-wicket, but the fielder in that deep mid-wicket position did not even move a centimeter. It just went straight to him. It was hit and struck so hard that just 5 meters on the either side of the fielder, and I don't really think he would have had any chance whatsoever to be stopping that. And such is the brute force and power that Craig Overton possesses. Good delivery, very good delivery. Aldridge, he was backing away, and Oliver Stone, he's just bowled it wider, that offside channel, and it's been given as a legal delivery. Creates room for himself, wanted to go big, and just not getting any timing or power behind the shot. The idea was right. He knows that the bowler, Oliver Stone, is bowling it fuller, and he's trying to target the stumps. And this is where he was trying to just move away from the stumps and wanted to hit it down the ground. Just did not get the desired timing. Yeah, looking at the field that he's got at the moment, he's got the third man and fine leg in the circle. He's got a wideish cover, deep square, deep Mid wicket. Oh, that is a good delivery, but Aldridge has played such a smart shot here. He's just used the pace of the bowler and opened the face of the bat, intentionally guiding it towards the third man for a boundary. These are very, very important runs at this stage of the game. And I think it's now high time. There's no point just getting those singles and doubles. It's not that kind of a wicket where there's demons and the ball is going to really grip and turn. It's just going to get tougher and tougher because the dew might be coming in at any point of the game. Last delivery. Short and pulled hard. But along the carpet, gets a single. So a good little over coming in for Team Somerset. 86 for 6 after 17. Good little over coming in for Team Somerset. They need a couple of big overs from here onwards. Walked away towards the deep square leg, only a single. I think it was intentionally just flicked for a single because Aldridge, he believes that it's the right time to expose Craig Overton and give him as many deliveries to face because we know Craig Overton, it's just going to be a matter of time and he's going to unleash himself. Tucks it away towards mid-wicket, dealing in singles at the moment. Must be having a plan and some kind of strategy. Lovely ball. Excellent delivery and has completely deceived Aldridge. He's already played 17 deliveries and I think it's high time now he can cut loose and express himself. Look to play a few more shots. It was a very smart little stroke by Aldridge. He let the ball come to him and then opened the face of the bat yet again. Runs the first one hard. Craig Overton responds well and good bit of running. Good cricket all round. It was a good delivery. Played gently towards the deep mid wicket. Good pick up and throw. And acknowledgement coming behind the stumps as well by Tom Morris, who's of course the captain today. Joe Clark is been rested and Tom Morris gets a go as a captain. 18 gone, 95 for 6.
Ollie's turn to continue. Nicely played straight to mid-on. 96 with that single now. Really, it's been an innings which really never got going. No real momentum right from the outset. Terrific bowling from Nottinghamshire. Another brilliant Yorker. That's where he's so good, Ali Stone, with those Yorkers. He's a bit of a specialist when it comes to this stage of the game, bowling those wonderful Yorkers.
Yeah, at times I think we really need to give credit to such bowlers who don't really pick up wickets, but what they do is they come in and they bowl so economically that it just becomes so difficult as a batter, and the pressure keeps on mounting at you, and you try to hit the other bowlers and lose wickets. Beautifully bowled once again. He's realized that it is that kind of a surface where these slower bumpers really work in your favor.
Oh, absolutely. He's a wonderful exponent of death bowling. Got that pace as well. Wonderful Yorker and those slow bounces. Something he really thrives on under pressure. Overton goes hard through the leg side, but picks out the man. Once again, not able to place the ball.
Yeah, he's done exceptionally well tonight, talking about Ollie Stone. Just a couple of more good deliveries, and he is surely going to get a tap on the back by his captain, by his coach, by his team management, by all his teammates, because he's done a good job by bowling a lovely spell. Just a couple of more good deliveries. Maybe he can get a wicket. That's played towards the deep mid wicket, and just the single. Once again, Asghar Khan, we just keep on discussing and keep on going again and again on how good the fielding and the standards have been overall in this tournament.
Yeah, absolutely. It's about the culture. It's about the hard work, the mindset, attacking the ball. They love their fielding. To be a good fielder, you need to enjoy fielding as well. And certainly these guys, even before the game, they put in a lot of hard work. Now the full delivery this time. He gets it fine enough. Boundary to finish the over. 100 up here for Somerset.
Yeah, and a much needed one. I was trying to go for the Yorker, almost executed it perfectly, and in the end, the margin of error is very minimal when you're bowling these Yorkers in the death overs. Ollie Stone is done for the night. Decent spell. 19 gone, 104 for 6. Right, then it's the last over of this innings. How many can they get in this last over? It's been carved away beautifully, bisecting the point and third fielder and getting 4 valuable runs in the last over of the first ball.
A good start here to the last over. Try and get to 120 and give themselves a chance. They've got a quality bowling attack. And this pitch is played a little up and down. So certainly they'll be hoping that they can make inroads with the new ball, and that Shoaib Basir will play a big role later on. Up and over. That is a shot. Wonderful improvisation. Great placement.
Oh, this is brilliant stuff here by Aldridge. Short delivery, and once again Pennington just trying to go for that slower bumper, but he was so smart, Aldridge. He knew that the third man is in the circle, so what he did, he waited right till the end. Yes, he did play that ram shot, but he played it as late as he could, and that's why he got a pretty decent connection and timing on that last shot he offered. So a good start so far. A couple of boundaries to his name. And Aldrich, an opportunity to get a 50. You never know. Beautifully ball. That is an excellent comeback delivery.
And that is the right length at this stage of the game. Those Yorkers, a real handful. Aldrich playing a wonderful knock. Wickets fell around him. 37 of 26. He's done really well. They'll be hoping another couple of boundaries. Get to that 120 mark. Oh, brilliant Yorker. You can't really do much about those.
Yeah, this is a great little comeback by Pennington after giving away a couple of boundaries to start off this over. But then it's a good little comeback by bowling 2 Yorkers on the trot. And really, you need to have a very big heart after you're struck for boundaries in the start of your over. And that too in the last over, there's that added bit of pressure on you that you have to get it right, because you know if you get it wrong, it can turn into a full toss. This is long and high. How far has this gone? Not far enough. And once again, catching has been brilliant.
He made it look ridiculously easy. Ollie Stone. Wonderful technique. Never easy running backwards. Whole way he kept his eyes on the ball. Great camera work as well. Watching it right into those palms. Terrific technique. 6 down for 113. End of Craig Overton. Gone for 13.
Alfie Ogborn is going to be facing the last delivery of this innings. Can he strike big? Pennington running in. Misses out completely. That is a very good ball. Backing away, trying to create some room. But in the end, not getting any connection. And this has been a terrific bowling performance by Nottinghamshire. And that decision to, after winning the toss, and to bowl first, that has really worked in their favour.
Absolutely good toss to win, and the bowlers have responded. Tremendous fielding effort as well. Keeping Somerset to 113 for 7 is truly a wonderful performance from the Norths. That's the batting card. Archie Vaughan got run out for 11. Duck there for 100 for Mead. 4 for Tom Abel. Wickets continue to tumble. There was a little partnership in the middle, but towards the end, Cassie Eltrach providing wonderful resistance. 38 of 27. 13 for Craig Overton. Just 5 extras. A very disciplined bowling performance from Nottinghamshire. Restricted them to 113 for 7 and 20 overs. That's the bowling card there. 2 wickets up front for Pennington and 1 wicket there for James. 2 wickets there for Freddie McCann, the spinner, off spinner, and also Harrison also bowled a decent spell of leg spin bowling. 1 for 20. A really magnificent bowling performance. Very disciplined bowling performance. Restricted them to 113. That's the target for Nottinghamshire when they come out to bat, 114 in 20 overs, under 6 runs per over. We will dive into a short break and back with the run chase. Welcome back to Tolerance over here in Abu Dhabi for the run chase of Nottinghamshire against Somerset. They need 114. Match number 6 of the tournament. The two openers are out there in the center. Wickets up front with the new ball is going to be so vital here for Somerset, because it's just one of those totals. The only way to win the game is to take wickets up front with the new ball. The two umpires out there in the center, Kashif Billah, young and emerging umpire who's done really well over the last couple of seasons. Alongside him at the moment at square leg is Nadeem Anjum with loads of experience. We are underway with the first delivery. Left arm over the wicket. Nice crisp drive, and what a way to get off the mark for James. Beautifully played. A delightful off drive.
It's a thumping shot down the ground with a straighter bat, full face, and literally the fielder towards that mid-off, he had absolutely no chance to even getting close to that. So they're off to a good start here in the very first ball, smacking it down the ground for a boundary. That's a much better delivery. Left arm speedster on that occasion. Just wanted to try to take it away from the right-hander, but well played once again.
Yeah, showing the full face of the bat, showing the maker's name on the ball. Lovely technique. Standing tall at the crease. Tall man. James looking to play straight. Full toss and played away exactly to the fielder at D point. Interesting field placing.
Yeah, at the moment they've got a deep point alongside a deep square leg, but now I think it's going to change because left-handed batter is going to be on strike. Is going to be Freddie McCann. Bowled well in the first innings, but now he's got a job in his hands, and that is to just get your team off to a good start. Not a flyer. It's not really required because you're not really chasing a big target. So even if you get 35 runs in 6 overs and not lose a wicket, that's job well done.
Absolutely, they can afford to take their time. Slip in as well. Oh, nice drive, and he's taken it. That's Shoaib Basir, I reckon, who's taken a blinder of a catch.
Well, I think he had 0.05 seconds to react. Look at how hard he's hit it, and it's gone like a tracer bullet. That is a magnificent catch by Shoaib Bashir. And straight away he's made a statement. We'll be seeing him soon with the ball, but for now, he's taken one of the best catches we've seen in this tournament. So much needed breakthrough coming in early in the very first over. McCann, unfortunately, going on a golden duck. It's 5 for 1. Jack Haynes, another stylish right-handed compact batter, has walked in a situation where his team has lost an early wicket. And this is not what was expected. But then there was a brilliant delivery by Alfie Osborne. Striking early, steaming in once again. Beautifully ball tucked away towards short mid, and once again it's Shoaib Bashir in action.
Oh, what an athlete he is. Switched on and taking an absolute stunner. They needed a moment of inspiration and they got it. It's amazing. One good catch can really turn things around. Well, is it official warning for running onto the wickets?
Yeah, I think he's given that as one official warning. Lovely delivery, it's a loud appeal. And just that swing on offer which he got, that might have saved him, Asghar.
Let's have a look. It definitely pitched on, but yes, drifting past leg stump. Good to see it. Top over from the left arm. 6 for 1.
So another talented right arm fast bowler comes into the attack. Craig Overton. So much is going to be expected from him. He has done a decent job with the bat early on, but now all eyes on him with the ball.
Absolutely. He's played at the highest level, a class performer for a very long time, Craig Overton, and he'll be looking to get the ball in the right areas. If there's anything with this new ball, he's someone who's going to find it, and they need to strike early. Worked away through the onside, perhaps a little too straight, Craig Overton, and it's been picked off the legs for 4 from Haynes.
Yeah, he's not going to miss out on those opportunities. Straying onto the leg side and just a flick of a wrist, nothing much. And rest, the timing and the quick outfield did the rest for Haynes. Now this is a problem that when you're really defending such a low score, one big over and the game just slips out of your hand and grasp pretty early. That's a much better ball. Directed, and it would have been very interesting.
Again, this game is played at a real pace, and everybody's enjoying the contest, even sitting outside. Very pleasant weather, terrific atmosphere here at the Tolerance Oval. Down the leg side, really just slipped one down the leg side. That has been a little disappointing for him. Just trying to roll the fingers down the seam and it just drifted onto the pads.
Yeah, the idea was right. He was trying to do something different out of the box, but just not getting the direction right. And there you go. It's Joe Clark. He's certainly enjoying his outing, seeing his men play in the middle. And they're certainly putting up an exhibition tonight. They're on a rampage here. That's a delightful stroke. It's come right at the meat of his bat. And the struggle continues. He's not very happy with his run-up here, Craig Overton.
Standing tall and punching it off the back foot in style. Effortless timing. Great placement. Terrific shot against a quality bowler. Tall bowler, Craig Overton. Just a little bit of room offside, off stump. Beautifully punched off the back foot for 4.
Yeah, a few worried faces in the dugout of Team Somerset. Beautifully ball, that change in pace, rolling his fingers over. But even then, they've already gotten the runs which they would have wanted. and that required run rate is below 6. So no problems whatsoever. And I think there's no point to be holding back Shoaib Bashir for pretty long. You need to get Jake Ball and Shoaib Bashir quite early. Good to see Craig Overton. He's been brought in early. But you need to get them too. Beautifully bowled. Not where he intended to play. It's an inside edge. And it's gone in the vacant area. Getting a couple of more runs to close out a good and handy over for team Nottinghamshire. It's 2 gone. 18 for 1.
Now the drive this time doesn't get past covers. They're looking very, very sharp in the field. Already a stunner from Shoaib Bashir. Dismissing the left hander up front. The only way for them to stay in this contest is to keep on picking wickets.
Yeah, no two doubts on that. When you're defending such a modest total, you need to have that mindset of picking up early because this is aerial. But he's played a very safe shot. There's nobody patrolling in that area. They've got a deep point, but nobody in the deep cover. So up and running is Haynes.
Calculated risk and pretty safe when you're batting in the first 6 overs in the power play. Only 2 fielders allowed outside. There's acres of space to work with. Looking positive here, Haynes. Any width, he's looking to pounce. Oh, that is a stunning shot. Have a look at the timing on it. In front of square as well. That just whistled off the bat for 4.
Yeah, a shot with a lot of control and elegance as well. Look at that, just a simple flick of a wrist. And look at how it has traveled to the boundary so quickly. The fielder, he tried his level best to reach on that, but that was timed to perfection. Such is the class of this man Haynes. He's playing such a valuable and a sensible knock, playing it along the carpet, all cricketing strokes. Quick single, and once again Shoaib Bashir is into the act.
Oh, that was a very, very special shot. Because of the line as well, it was on that off-stump line. And to be able to create so much power through that shot off the back foot really was a majestic piece of timing. Full offside off stump beats him.
Yeah, so far so good. Nottinghamshire, at the moment, they're running it with the show. It was a clinical performance, of course, with the ball first, and of course their catching has been brilliant. I haven't really seen or remember them dropping any kind of chances. This is struck really hard down the ground. A lot of authority has been shown. And Osborne, he got that hand, but it was struck very, very hard.
One of the most difficult shots to play, that on drive. And that was hit with ferocious power. Runs are flowing here for Nottinghamshire. 31 for 1 after 3.
Right then, Overton to continue. Was slightly expensive in the first over. Things aren't looking too bright at the moment for Team Somerset. Mind you, of course, both the sides, they've played one game earlier and won their games comprehensively, starting off well to their campaign in this tournament. But today, it just wasn't the best of evenings here for Team Somerset with the bat early on. That's drifting on the leg side and it's been given as a wide. Now this is something which you can't really afford when you don't have too many runs to play with. The length was perfect, but Overton, we know he's got that knack of bringing the ball in towards the right-handers, so just missing the target. A pretty relaxed dugout so far. On the right is, of course, Joe Clark. This is hit hard once again. It's gonna reach the boundary, and Haynes seems to be in a hurry.
Well, runs are really flowing here. Just hitting it back over the bowler head. Wonderful strike. Standing tall at the crease, these two. And Wesley, under lights, all of a sudden, this pitch behaves completely differently. The ball started to come onto the bat, and batting looks a lot easier under lights. Well, that has been pulled off a length and not enough legs to cross over, but they come back for the third, I guess. Quick running between the wickets.
Yeah, they're going along very, very nicely at the moment, and I don't really think they're even bothered to look at the required run rate. They're just backing their natural gameplay, and that is good to see. This is how the modern day cricketers, they go about their business. Craig Overton has been proven to be a bit expensive, short delivery, and keeping a bit low, and has struck James hard.
Yeah, very good approach with the bat. Chasing a modest total. They have gone along at a very good rate. Rested today. Joe Clark, a regular skipper. That one just stayed down a fraction. With his height, you expect the ball to bounce a little extra. Tall man, Craig Overton. Cut away in style, but brilliant fielding. That was travelling as well. Comfortable start here, although they lost the first wicket, but 40 for 1.
Yeah, captain on the right, Joe Clark, resting. Hits it down the ground, but just could not time it. And once again, it's a good over for Nottinghamshire. It's 4 gone, 40 for 1. Right, then they've made a bowling change. It's going to be the right arm speedster Jake Ball for the first time. Beautifully ball. That's a good start. Just back off the length. And James and Haynes. It's just turned out to be a marvelous little partnership between these two in the middle. And all they need is just 74 runs, and they've got ample time to achieve so. And there's still a fair bit of batting left, because they've lost only 1 wicket. It's got a deep square leg in place. Nicely bowled once again, on target. So I think it's the right approach. They've opted to go with Jake Ball.
Yeah, got to get him in the game early enough. Not much runs on board to defend. They must look to attack here and try to make inroads. Outside edge, and it flies past the keeper into the fence for 4.
Yeah, he wanted to hit it down the ground, but just trying to hit that a little too hard. The idea was right, but just not getting it from the middle. And thick outside edge, not the most elegant of strokes, but then effective, getting 4 more runs to the telly. This is high, this is long, and it's sailed over the boundary for a huge maximum.
Effortless stroke here. For a moment, it was perhaps the off-cutter, and he was through the shot a fraction early. But great timing. These guys, they hit the ball so well. 50 up here for Nottinghamshire in quick time.
All they are running away with the show. And both these batters, they just seem to be in a hurry at the moment. Haynes and now James joining the party. So a good little phase for these batters in the middle. It just looks like that they've lost the ball. No, they've retrieved it, and the umpire Kashif Billah just having a close look if there's no damage done to the ball. So Jake Paul is already given 10 runs. Good delivery, perfect length once again. So they're doing it with utmost ease at the moment, Team Nottinghamshire. And nothing much remaining, to be honest. Just 64 and still 15 more overs to go after this.
Yeah, I think just need to try different things and perhaps get some game time and try to delay the inevitable. Firmly struck, and good bit of work again. And a 5 overs, 51 for 1, Nottinghamshire.
Nicely clipped away towards deep square. And singles will do the job for them, but I don't really think they're going to be really much showing any interest in the singles and doubles, because both the batters, they've got that knack to shift gears whenever they desire to do so.
Oh, they have played really well. They've been smart enough. Along with playing those big shots, they've rotated the strike well. There you go, playing it with soft hands and quickly off the mark. Excellent understanding between these two.
Yeah, the calling has been loud and clear. A few nervous and a few worried faces, because they can sense they're on the verge of a defeat. Their first defeat in this tournament. It started off really well, mind you, against Team Saka, where Jack Leach, he was brilliant. Ben Green, he was bowling well. That's a good delivery. Craig Overton is taking all the pace off and deceiving James.
A good delivery. Perfect length as well. Under lights in the evening, it just quickens up a fraction. But the ball just slides onto the batter. A lot better than daytime. These batters are really enjoying themselves. Pulled away towards square leg. Wonderful performance coming in from Nottinghamshire. Right from the outset, winning the toss and bowling first. Bowlers, they stuck to their plans And now a comfortable chase in progress.
Yeah, it looks quite simple at this stage when you see the readings below 60 and 14.2 with required run rate. In 14.9 in the modern day cricket, that's not going to be an issue whatsoever. Makes room for himself. But that was a smart delivery. Craig Overton just following Haynes. Another dot delivery. So it's turning out to be a decent over. Not many runs coming in.
54 for 1. Craig Overton just tucking him up for room there. Haynes 23 of 14 deliveries. Are looking solid. This time he pulls, and he pulls in style all the way for 6 to end the power play. A terrific shot from Haynes. He's really having a ball here. 60 for 1 Nottinghamshire after 6 overs. Jack ball continuing. And he has picked out the man. Just a little high on the blade. Jack ball strikes. Something to cheer for the fans of Somerset. Short ball, and he had all the intention in the world to go up and over. Just spliced on the bat. And nicely caught. He's played really well. James, he's gone for 29, 60 for 2. $60 for 2. Perfect time to get another catcher in. That's what exactly he's done. Craig Overton going into the slips. Round the wicket. Oh, beautiful delivery. Just straightening down the line. Gets beaten. Straight down a fraction as well. But it was a wonderful delivery. Angled in, and after pitching, just straightening. One of the most difficult deliveries for the left-hander from this angle. Slip waiting for the outside edge. Solidly behind that one. Jake ball Picked up a wicket. First ball of his second over. And then 2 dot balls. That's good pressure. Tom Morris on strike. Oh, I had a go at that one. Beaten again. Superb bowling from Jake Ball. He's tall. He's quick enough to cause you problems. Bowling around the wicket. Bowling a wonderful length here. Worked away on the onside. Good running. Gets off the mark. $61 for 2. Just 53 more required. And it's going to be a free hit. Well, he's just overstepped the mark there. Perfect opportunity for Haynes. Yeah. Straight away, the outstretched arm of Kashabilla comes out with a signal of a no ball. So it's a free hit for Haynes. Round the wicket, he is firmly struck, but straight to mid-off. That's excellent fielding. Very, very good stop. $62 for 2. Now he goes back over the wicket. Jake Ball. Slow delivery, picked away on the onside. Man coming around, takes it. A double strike here from Jake Ball. And Notts, they have lost their 3rd wicket. Another off cutter. Couldn't really get under it. And both the set batters gone now. 7 overs done, 62 for 3. Two quick wickets from Jake Ball in the previous over. All of a sudden, 2 new batters. And Shoaib Bashir into the attack. Quality bowler. Will be interesting to see whether he can find any purchase of this track. The tall right arm off spinner. Well, that is a full toss. And he gets away with it. It's a no ball. No ball for the height up. It's above the waist. Yeah. Fair call. It's going to be a free hit. Free hit for Tom Morris. Flighty delivery. Heaved away on the leg side just for a single. Couldn't really do much with that one. A very relaxed looking dugout. Oily Stone bowl well today. Joe Clark. Plenty of talent there. Resting himself today. Around the wicket. Nicely played. Straight to short mid wicket. Oh, inside edge there. Wanted to really go through that leg side. Sam King, right-hander. That is nicely bowled. Well, good bit of work on the offside. Won't be able to prevent that single. Good start here from Bashir. Bowling a wonderful length at the moment. Another good delivery and quick single on the offside. And a fade overs 66 for 3. Big shot. And over the top he goes. That's a 6 from the left-hander. Showing that positive intent against Jake Ball. Wonderful strike over long on for 6. That's a biggie. Not an easy shot to execute. Tom absolutely nailed it for 6. Nottinghamshire will be looking to finish it off in style here. 42 more required. Oh, it gets beaten. That's a very good comeback delivery from Ball. Just got that length slightly fuller. Drew him for that drive. Short ball, pulled away. Just rolled his wrist on top of it and will come back for the second. Nicely played behind square on the leg side. Jake Ball, he's bowled really well. 2 wickets for 21. Problem for Somerset, they don't have much runs to defend. Again, neatly done off the pads. So there is no real pressure at the moment on Nottinghamshire. Chasing 114. These conditions, it's pretty much a walk in the park for them. And doing it nicely at the moment. Somerset will be disappointed with their batting performance this evening. At least a score of around 150, 160 is defendable here. Just 113 on the board is a T20 game, unless or until you keep on picking wickets. You won't be in the game for long. Having a slip in for Sam King, the right-hander. The big fast bowler Craig Overton stationed at first slip. Good delivery. Worked away on the onside, looking for that second, not there. End of 9 overs, 76 for 3. Round the wicket, Shoaib Bashir, and it's been launched down the ground for 6. Sam King goes all the way. Excellent strike. Clearing that front foot. Made a little bit of room and then hit through the line for 6. Very good shot. Positive intent. Looking to get on with it. Pushed away towards mid-off now. This is becoming all too easy here for Notts. Nicely bowled and nicely played on the onside. That vacant mid-wicket area. Clever batting here from Tom. They're inching closer to a convincing win against Somerset. Fuller in length this time and worked away again through the onside. Full toss. Just dipped on him a fraction at the last second. Well managed. Excellent over here for Nottinghamshire. 10 runs so far. Nicely steered away on the offside. 10 overs gone, 87 for 3. Bowling change here. Aldrich into the attack and steered away on the offside. That's wonderful batting. Runs are flowing here for Nottinghamshire. And they're on the verge of a magnificent victory against Somerset. Great placement. Just use the width and the pace. Kasi Aldrich. He's got to bowl at the stumps on this pitch. This has gone high. Wicketkeeper coming around. Oh, great effort. But it was always going away from him. Couldn't quite get to it. Short ball, offside off stump and skied up in the air. That has gone a long, long way up into that night sky. Great effort, just fingertips perhaps. He made about 15 to 20 yards to get to that one. Would have been a great catch. Picked up through the leg side and in the gap, and 4 more. Tom really working that bottom hand into play. Picked it from off stump. Just 18 more required for Nottinghamshire. Cruising here. Again onto the pads, just short of that fine leg fielder. Kasi just struggling with his direction here against left and right hand combination so far. Again, just straying onto the pads. Just gets away with it. .97 for 3. 17 more runs required. Won't be long for these two to try and finish it off. He's gone high, and a good effort. Was always dying to that fielder in the deep. 11 overs done. 98 for 3. .98 for 3 after 11 overs. Just running away with the show here, these two. Oh, really wanted to smash it through the leg side. It was a bit too full to get under that one. Archie Vaughan into the attack with his quickish off spinners. Already signs of dew coming in here. Worked fine for another quick single. We knew that at the halfway stage, 113 won't be enough on this surface. At least they needed 160 to put up a fight. But Nottinghamshire absolutely clinical in all aspects of the game. Good delivery. Making room there, Sam King. Looking hit through the offside. That one just sliding on with the arm. Use of the feed. Oh, another inside edge onto his pads there. He's just trying to drag it through the leg side, through that mid-on and mid-wicket area, but it's not spinning. It's just sliding on. This is excellent stuff here from Vaughan. He's kept it tight in this over. 100 up as well. 100 for 3 is 14 more runs required. Last ball of the 12th. Easily done through mid-on. Sam King will keep strike. 101 for 3, Nottinghamshire after 12 overs.
Well, this has been a one-way traffic since this game has started. Beautifully bowled, short delivery. And Cassie Aldridge, the fifth changed bowler, is getting another go, but I think it's a bit too late now. Just the 13 more runs required. And this has been a very sensible approach by Tom Morris and Samuel King, taking their time and just hitting singles and doubles at the moment. That's what's required. This time he goes slightly aerial towards the cover. And they're coming back for the second. Good bit of running. This has been one of the highlights in this innings. The running has been spot on. 11 more needed, and Team Somerset are going to stare at a defeat. And that's going to be their first loss in this tournament. That's been cut away very, very hard, and it screamed away towards the boundary. Just marginally short, but the problem was he's offered a lot of width. Look at that. That ball not really arriving to Sam King, but what he did is he just waited the ball to come to him and then just cut it to perfection. Yeah, they've been absolutely sensational in all three departments. Of course, first with the ball and the fielding department. They're not dropping many catches, and now the batters are doing quite a decent job ensuring their team wins, and wins by a big margin. There's still 7 more overs to go, and the score set up by Team Somerset was never going to be enough. 113 in 20 overs in the modern era just takes a lot out of you. Thumps it down the ground, but it's going to be a dot delivery. Well, just to remind our viewers that the finals is going to be played tomorrow here itself, which will be at 6:45 local time. He goes big, This could be a chance. It's a tough one, but he makes it look so easy. It's a lovely take, and they do get a wicket, but I think it's a bit too late. Good delivery by Aldridge. Bowled it shorter. Samuel King, he just wanted to go for another big hit. At finding the fielder. He's played well though, Samuel King. Good valuable knock of 25 in just 24 deliveries. And this should give him a lot of confidence coming into the next game tomorrow. 107 for 4 after 13. New man walks in. It's going to be Matthew Montgomery. Struck hard, and once again, brilliant bit of fielding. Omid doing a decent job. Otherwise, this was traveling with the rate of knots. It was struck really hard. But he's done extremely well to save that to go towards the boundary. Well, it's been very impressive. Archie Vaughan, of course, first with the bat, and now he's doing a decent job with the ball. I'm just surprised that why was he introduced so late. That's a glorious looking stroke. Nothing much a bowler could have done. And just a couple of more runs needed to seal the deal. And this has been a clinical and a comprehensive performance by Nottinghamshire. They were always in control. Never did they let the game slip away from their hands in any time or any juncture of the game. They were always in control. So just one big hit away. It's going to be interesting to see if Matthew is going to try to finish this game with a big maximum. Coming around the wicket now. Goes for the reverse, but this time he finds the fielder. Jake Ball patrolling towards the short third. Makes room and cuts it hard. It's going to be a long chase, but the ball does win in the end. And also, it's a win for Team Nottinghamshire. They've played their second game and they have won both of their games. Mind you, they are the only team who've played the two games and have won both of them. Otherwise, all the rest of the teams, they have lost one. So this has been one team who have been unbeaten and have shown their class and worth. Exceptional performance, handshakes all around. It was a good game of cricket. A bit more was expected. But then in the end, it just turned out to be a pretty much one-sided encounter. That's the batting card for you, and a very impressive one. Lydon James setting the tone early on. Freddie McCann couldn't really get going. And Jack Haynes, a valuable 29 and 17. Tom Moores and Samuel King coming in and forming a partnership and ensuring their team sails over the line and win the game 2 out of 2. Talking about the bowling performance, Jake Ball, he bowled well, a couple of wickets to his tally. Alfie Osborne did well as well, picked up a wicket. Cassie Aldridge, he was impressive as well. And also Shoaib Bashir, a lot was expected from him. Unfortunately, just bowled the 2 overs and 4 extras. That is impressive. Right, then that's the match summary for match number 6. Somerset batting first, scoring 113 in their allotted 20 overs. It was never enough. Aldridge unbeaten 38. Ryu played a handy knock of 22. Pennington, he bowled his heart out. 2 wickets to his name. Also McCann picking up 2 in reply. Nottinghamshire, no problem whatsoever. Chasing it down, just 13.4. Haynes and James doing the job, and also King contributing in the end. Jake Ball was impressive, picking up 2 wickets. Aldridge and Osborne picking up 1 wicket apiece. And in the end, Nottinghamshire have won this game one-sided by 6 wickets and have won their second game on the trot. Right, then we're just going to go dive into short break, and once we are back, we will have Azir Khan down in the middle for the post-match presentation. Stay tuned.
Welcome to the post-match presentation of Abu Dhabi County Super Cup 2025. The match number 6, Somerset batting first, 113 for 7 in allotted 20 overs. In reply, Nottinghamshire cruised to victory, 116 for 4 in just 13.4 overs, winning by 6 wickets. I would like to have few words with the captain of Nottinghamshire, Tom Morris. Please come on the stage. Many congratulations, another thumping victory. You must be really proud of the boys.
Yeah, definitely. I think it was another full performance from all the lads. It was obviously great to see that from when we start with the ball. I think restricting them to under 130 or whatever it was. Was a great effort on that wicket, because I actually thought it was a pretty good wicket. And then the way that we saw Linden go out and set the tone with the bat, the way he struck it, and all the boys really was pretty clinical. So yeah,
A brilliant win. Enjoy the victory and come back strong tomorrow.
thank you very much. Cheers.
I was the skipper there of Nottinghamshire. Now moving on to the Player of the Match award, and it goes to Lyndon James for his all-round performance. 1 wicket for just 4 runs, and also 29 quick-fire runs of just 21 deliveries. Must be pretty thrilled with the all-round performance. Many congratulations on these returns.
Thank you very much. Yeah, nice to contribute. Nice to contribute obviously with bat and ball as well, and more importantly, get the win.
And while you are batting, the ball seemed to come a little better under lights.
Yeah, definitely. I think as the dew came down, it felt like it skidded on a little bit more. Obviously, we played yesterday in the middle of the day, and it felt like it was a little bit slower. So I think it was definitely nicer to bat second under lights there.
A big day tomorrow. Looking forward to come back strong again.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, rest up tonight, chill out a bit tomorrow, and then try and obviously win the trophy tomorrow night.
Go well. All the best, manager. Congratulations.
Cheers. Thank you very much.
That's it for now. We will be back tomorrow. Till then, goodbye from Tolerance Oval here in Abu Dhabi.